And we're back to Patugina.
Patugina.
Patugina. Where's Judy here? Oh. All right. Judy, kids, and Ron, and the neighborhood dog. Friendly looking. Yeah. So same old farm, but the new set of people. Ничего если я ладно. Yeah. So the local guys are going to show us around a little. This is the machinery that we have, and we're producing, as Alexei is telling us the story, we're producing the feed for ourselves using all this. Since last time, since the beginning of June, we've got more machinery. So yeah, that's for manure disposal barrel. Here is the agronomist. The Frenchman. I don't know about them, but the Frenchman, yeah, he's. Эдди нет, да?
Эдди есть.
Эдди тоже. He's here.
Он сейчас на переговорах
на
втором этаже, они сейчас на переговорах с компаниями, которые будут нам улучшать оснащение, модернизировать внутри коровника.
He's negotiating with people who are going to be renovating the cow sheds and whatever you call it.
И будем еще строить отдельно телятник.
And we'll be building a separate calving facility.
Да, потому что мы хотим, чтобы в этом здании были исключительно дойные коровы.
Yeah, because we want to have in this building only milk cows and have calves separately. У вас же молочное, да, не мясное?
У нас молочное, исключительно молочное хозяйство.
Only milk.
Да, в ближайшее будущее сейчас рассматриваем предложение по производству сыров.
In the near future, they're planning to produce cheese. They're considering a proposal for cheese production here.
Any particular kind of cheese?
Какой-то специфический сыр, конкретный? So they're having the milk tested, and they will try to select a product which would fit this particular milk perfectly. Yeah, a déjà vu.
Подождите здесь, я скажу за Ириной.
Yeah, the zoo technician is going to come, Irina, so we'll be able to ask her more questions. So you're saying that Chechens brought in sheep. Alexei is a local, and he's saying that there is a huge variety of animals possible for farming. So there are sheep here as well for for shashlik. Alexei's family runs several cows as well. Аромат. So we're back. And the Monson family is studying the
This is actually a lot.
It reminds me of my home.
Yes.
You mean Minnesota?
Yeah, when you enter, there's a smell of manure smell. Remember that?
No, that's the smell of money.
Yep.
Yes. If you give them a finger, they'll bite it off, right? They'll chew it off. No, they won't.
I used to get in trouble with Mom because I'd put my hand in a cat's mouth and it would be like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Their tongue is just like...
Oh, it's so rough. It's so... Yeah, the tongue of the cow is so rough.
Here's Eddie coming up.
Judy quickly grabbed the feed and looked and she said, "No corn in
There's
it.
no
No
corn.
corn in it."
It's grass.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Пахнет.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
See, I brought people as I promised. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Вы сейчас не вовремя, маленький.
Yeah, there's a pitch underneath. Yeah. Some of them have their horns taken off and some do not. These are, I think, what I say, normal size Holstein. We raised 250 of these for sale right before we left. And in the United States, they are very fussy about taking the horns off. Like, see how clean this one is? No horns? That's the way they want them. So when you're very young, you cut them off.
Okay.
There's 3, 4, 5 ways to do it, but once they get the long horns, they use them on each other.
Okay.
If the cows in their way, they just take their head and give them a smack with the horns. So you can end up with, you can actually end up with a hole in the cow from another cow with her horns. If she pushes hard enough. Every time we put them through and give them shots, we would make sure that the horns were perfect.
Right.
Perfectly removed. Are there requirements in Russia of how much room you gotta have to have for each cow?
So depending on the age, they give a cow from 2.5 to 7 square meters per head. The length of the feeding table also depends on the age, rather.
Is that government regulations or is that just good
А это государство?
Это больше основано на экономической составляющей.
Yeah, that's just economical.
Okay, just good practice.
So the blue bands is the sign that they were vaccinated. An average weight of the milk cow is half a ton.
Half a ton.
500 килограмм, да?
1,100 pounds. And in the United States, northern people tend to like bigger cows. But if you get down to Arizona, they like a little bit smaller, more like this. But some of the northern cows are much bigger.
They raise them for dairy exclusively. They don't have a slaughterhouse even, so.
And that's very common in the United States that a dairy specializes in dairy, and if it's going to be anything goes to slaughter, it goes to we call it sales barn, and then buyers bid on them and they go to the slaughter plant.
Valuable advice: to have a profitable enterprise for selling meat, you need to have a slaughterhouse facility for 200 heads a day with the capacity. There is huge competition in Russia in meat industry from larger companies like Miratorg, the one we were talking about, so should consider that.
That's part of what I'm learning here.
So how many head of cows?
178 heads of cattle here.
Once a day?
And in 3 to 4 months, they will have 250 milk cows, and all the rest will be in calving facility. About 70 cows right now at the moment.
I see a lot of horns sticking out of the cows. Is that normal or is that?
Часть, то есть они у нас более, скажем так, мирные, они не так бодают.
Yeah, they have just done hoof treatment recently, and they're going to be treating the horns as well. But Alexei is saying that they're peaceful cows, they're peaceful animals, so they do not really goad. Yeah, so it's not really a problem.
In the United States, we were raising 250 Holstein heifers at the last go-round, and
Последний раз у них 250 телок гольштейнских было в Америке.
we extensively removed the horns when they were little, and if any little bit came, we removed it again.
They bought this farm in the winter, so they were like heritage cows with horns that they got. Yeah.
And once they're this big, I've done it, but it's very
hard.
It's hard and it's nasty to take horns off when they're this big.
Yeah, that's why they don't take it away completely.
You know, once you're this far, it's almost, as long as they aren't poking each other
Да,
or
если они
using them too much,
нападаются, да, и
you
вообще-
probably leave it alone
Да,
because
ну возможно тогда да, имеет смысл оставить.
it's nice to get them when they're about this big. You take a two-handle.
They have like a specialized team for treatment of hooves and horns. So they just go around the region and they work like nine months a year. They're very
In the United States, a specialized one or two. They go to the dairies at, I don't know if it's monthly or quarterly or I don't know the exact time, but they go around and they work on the hooves.
Ну да, то есть они тоже там с регулярностью в Америке есть.
And I looked here, not extensively, but it looks like your hooves are in very good shape.
They try to attract like narrowly focused specialists for for different treatments and
таких как Эдди.
Irina, Eddie,
Да.
Eddie the Frenchman we're gonna meet. In Russian farms, it used to be that one person was in charge of everything traditionally. So now it's more specialized. What's up with that horn on the right?
They grow stupid sometimes. Even that one over there, you see the tips have been cut off.
Yeah.
That's because no cow wants to get hit in the rib.
Right.
And they'll actually, you can get a sick cow from getting a puncture.
If they break a leg, do they, like horses, die or something? No?
If they break a leg, you either, if you catch it right away, you get them butchered right away.
So, being milked.
This went from a, nice system to a lot of them.
Собрать.
Hay storage facility here
So can you ask if they tested their hay
for
like we do in US for the
Nutrients.
nutrients? Yes.
Составлять рацион.
Eddie, the French guy. He does it and he creates the ration for cows. Yeah.
Тут разного, ну, тут есть прошлогоднее сено, есть то, что...
Here they have last year's hay and this year's hay.
Также то, что это сейчас человек достал, это одна из бурьянов. У нас встречается дикое, ну, как бы сено из полевое.
So it's like a field hay which has some medicinal herbs and buryan, which is what you pulled out, is whatever you call it.
This one?
Yes. What do you call that?
Is this
В
hay?
общем, есть как и полезные, так и
Это
бесполезные
сено, is this hay?
Это сено.
Yeah, вот это. Yeah, so that's basically a weed that
A weed.
remains, and it's a very common weed. Yeah.
11-foot, maybe 12-foot diameter bag.
Right.
And I've done it one time, rented from him. You can end up with some very good quality.
Стандарт 60 метров, потому что площадка 50.
The standard is 60 meters.
Площадка 50 просто.
The
The length 60.
yeah, the square is 50 meters. So.
Скорее не сквер, а или длина.
Yeah, the length of this space of the
5 мы заворачиваем с одного конца, 5 с другого.
The length is 60.
Конкретно здесь
length is
костятник.
50 and this whole thing is 60.
Okay, yeah.
На видео видели, да?
Just forget English sometimes, but
Oh, I'm happy if you have a little English,
okay.
because my Russian is
Rusty.
rusted.
So Eddie, you met Eddie and Irina on our last videos. Yeah.
I assume this is a 160 horse tractor.
150, yeah.
It's a number system.
Yeah,
Quite
just,
often tells.
just a little bit less.
Okay.
But yes, he's from China because now we have nothing more. John Deere class and everything. It's closed now for equipment to repair it. But we have we try. I don't know for a moment what to do. We have another one, 250 for a moment, no problem.
From same company?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am interesting too to know what this tractor from China because no about the как называется шумоизоляция.
Noise insulation.
It's awful, of course.
Yeah, it's very bad.
It's
Like many Chinese things. Yeah.
So is this tractor made in Russia?
No, it's Chinese. Chinese. Yeah, it's Chinese. Yes.
So very long time to wait because all the stock of
Spare parts.
Zapchasta,
Spare parts, yeah.
Они Vladivostok.
It takes a while for them to get here from the Far East. Yeah, the full spare parts. Yeah.
So what's the horsepower of this tractor?
150.
Really? Okay.
Then this system noticed because of for Derico we be careful about bacteria. But if you will meet Angus, I think you can only get как назвать курган. Это когда просто кукурузу или сено кидай прям земля, вот как сейчас там сосед.
То есть вот в яму. Yeah, he's talking about pit. Yeah. It means pits, like what you were talking about the other day when you throw things into a pit. Yeah.
And you used the word pit. That was the old style. They had a pit. Now they just have a concrete slab.
Okay.
They pile it, cover it with plastic, and put
right.
dirt around the edge and tires on top.
Okay.
So the actual pit, I haven't seen for many years now in the States. They've quit using the pit system. They use just flat slab.
Well, I'm an old-fashioned farmer.
No, the bags are premium quality. Whatever you put in there keeps it very premium quality.
Yes, it's good quality. With the system. But the problem is the plastic when we need a special equipment to take silos off inside because now it's it's not too easy and every time we have some plastic.
We did it on top of just hard ground, and we had a lot of difficulty because we were sinking into the soil.
Yeah.
But you cut the bag, you take the pieces off, you still have some underneath you got to try and slide on top. So, same as what my neighbors had in America, and maybe a little different. But
Good. Excellent.